Alright, so I'm gonna do the intro now so we can officially start this.
Yeah. Make sure to clap.
Clap, clap. I'll clap
I
if you want me
can't
to.
clap. I can't clap.
Okay,
My
I'll clap.
phone is in one hand.
Okay, I'll just clap.
Welcome to the Graveyard Podcast. I'm Joe Berger.
I'm Adrian.
And I'm Zach T.
Zach T, that's really what you're going with?
Go screw yourself.
Okay, so this is the first official episode of The Graveyard.
Will all of our dreams go and die?
Yep.
Yes, of course. Your dreams live, they frolic in the world, and then they go and die.
Okay.
This is where they come to die.
Since this is the first episode, can it be a good idea, like, say your roles in Gravestone, right? I should know the name of the company. So, like, okay, so Joe, you go first. What's your role here?
My role?
And your experience here. Like, what do you do here?
Well, I'm more or less. I'm to be completely honest. I'm more or less the reason we're here doing this right now. I would say. I basically I write and I create stories that one day we'll all film. That's that's the short sweet version, I'd say.
Okay, Zach, what do you do here?
I'm more so the props guy. I'll buy the props, make sure everything's there that we need, stuff like that.
Okay.
What do you do, Adrian?
I'm a writer. I'm
The
also
camera guy.
Yeah, I was I'm also the cameraman for Who's Dead. And then I guess technically director on set sometimes. Unless someone else takes over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say you're basically director, more or less. Whenever you aren't on screen, you were a cameraman.
Yeah.
So you were directing the episode.
Involved
basically.
with every single shot.
Pretty much, yeah.
Then also I proofread scripts sometimes. Whenever they get sent to me. That's nice. Yeah. And of course there's other people involved but weren't available or something.
Yeah, obviously this isn't all of Gravestone Productions. Everyone else is either they didn't get the text or they're doing something else. No one else is just really available to be doing this right now. But there's us.
We are the original three of the group though.
No, we got 2/3.
Well, I mean of the first three of the original group. Of the second part. No. Oh, do you mean from Graves? I just meant.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about are we talking about like the first time we tried to film Who's Dead, or are we talking about the actual first friend group?
I was talking about the friend group.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant filming.
Well, film group.
I was about
two-thirds.
to say, am I even included here?
You almost were.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. It's just like, is this the group where we include Zach, or is this the one where we don't?
No, well, film-wise, you got 2/3, me and Joe. Zach had to go to Ohio that year. So the other Zach had to do something else. It didn't.
I think he said it was actually his birthday that week, so he had family up that week, so he literally couldn't come up.
Yeah, one thing about us is that we're really bad at planning way ahead of time.
Oh yeah,
Blame that on
I think we're
Joseph.
getting better. Hey, all right. I think
Year 2. Year 2 was good.
Year 2 was great. That was fantastic.
Except for like
Year
transportation.
3, year three was what shaped up to be better, and then it exploded in my
The
face.
day before.
Yeah, literally 12 hours before we were set to film and all that thing, everything. A grenade went off in my face and the plane disintegrated. So it was just like, well, crap. Year three sucked. Year three was the worst. Year one sucked for the simple fact of we had 3 out of like the 6 that were needed, but it was still fun.
Yeah, I still got the footage
So
from that.
yeah, it was still fun. It was still fun getting to hang out with you and Dylan. And you know, it's just nice to not be with just my family up here. Yeah, but year two, I think, is definitely the best year so far.
100% agree. I love that. That year was fun because recording with filming was fun, and like when we weren't filming, we were doing other stuff, which was really fun. Just playing games together, that was fun. Like
Yeah.
the first like week after we came home, I was so bored and sad. I was like, I miss everybody.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like after the second year, and just like after that, it was just like, summer sucked because it was just like, well, what do I do now? I have nothing to do now.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially in my situation, I live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, at least for us.
I have nothing to do.
At least for us, like everyone else, like lives within like 30 minutes of each other.
It doesn't
Yeah,
mean
you
we
guys-
went and saw each other.
You know, me and Zach were on Skype a lot.
Talking about how we were sad that we couldn't
Yeah,
do
that's
anything.
really what we did. We were like, man, I wish we could play Clue tonight, but we can't.
I wish I imagine Zach. I wish I could guess the murderer, the weapon, and the location all over again. That was real fun.
It was
I
fun.
almost had it, man.
Yeah, what? You missed like the location or something, right?
No, I missed the person.
Oh,
I
okay.
got the weapon and the location grade. I had switched the person, and I wish I didn't, because I would have gotten it.
Oh, what is it? Speaking of me living in the middle of nowhere, one thing that's my sister's actually doing to, I guess, make summer vacation more bearable, more for herself, is in the backyard with the fenced area. She's clearing out the weeds and whatever else. She's doing a fucking damn good job of it because the place was overrun with weeds and shit.
So why aren't the men of the house doing
But
it?
she's doing all that so because we don't give a shit. I would literally just light a match. She's going out there with actual gardening tools and hacking the shit up.
You could just bring
But
down
she's doing this.
my hatchet for her. Not my hatchet, my
Machete.
machete. I have too many
Yeah.
weapons now. I have my pocket knife, then I have my hunting knife, then I have my machete, then I have a hatchet. I just got
Jesus,
hooked
dude.
up.
You getting ready to go to Camp Crystal Lake?
I just got hooked up with a store that's gonna sell me a long sword, a great sword, a couple throwing daggers, a dagger, a bow, a longbow, a crossbow.
Nice.
See, most people
You use all that for filming.
Most
You know how much it's gonna suck to drive down and then get pulled over by a cop?
Just make
Hey,
sure
sir, do you have,
everything's
hey,
disassembled.
sir, do you have any weapons in your car? Yeah, about that.
Yeah,
Here's a grocery list of what I have that could kill you.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be like Santa's naughty or nice list. Just whip it out and it just rolls and just continues rolling down the street.
no, because then they'll get you on litter.
Ticket for loitering. Or littering.
Withering.
Loitering.
Loitering.
Hey, anyways, she's doing this because she made a deal with my dad. If she cleared out the backyard, cleaned it up, put grass seed in the backyard, whatever else, my dad would buy a above ground pool.
That's
So
gonna be
because
hell.
my sister, she hates being in her room all the time, and it's basically what she does during summer. Besides, like the week that we're filming and whatever else during summer vacation, she's inside her room, listening to music and whatever else, and she hates it. She hates being cooped up like that. So that's why she's doing cleaning out the backyard, so she has something to do.
She's not a true ranger.
Nah, but she's got a a work ethic, so that's good. And yeah, she's kicking ass on it. The backyard looks great. It looks better than it has in years. But my sister saying that, bringing up the pool and whatever else, it reminded me of something stupid I did unintentionally when I first relatively moved up here to Arizona. So this was like 2006, 2007 when I first moved up to Arizona. I was we were staying with our cousins, or we were visiting our cousins or something. They had it was July, so and it's in Phoenix, so we're melting basically.
Yeah.
And they have a pool in their backyard. So we're spending all day. We're swimming in that crap in the pool, and then late, as the day goes on and whatever else, I swim towards the shallow end and I hop up on the side of the pool. And this pool, it had a pool cover. That on it that you push this button and it folds out. An automatic pool cover. And on the side of the pool, relatively where I was sitting, is the railing that the wheels of the pool cover would follow. I'm sitting on the railing basically. And, I'm sitting up there and whatever else, and I go to hop back into the pool. It turns out while I was sitting where I was sitting on that railing for the pool covering, a screw was loose. It was up or something. It caught my swim trunks. So when I went to jump back into the pool, it caught my swim trunks and ripped them.
So you were naked.
No, it just ripped like the outer layer. The swim trunks themselves stayed together. And it was just like their design layer ripped.
Okay.
So yeah, my shorts didn't rip off, thank Christ. But they did rip, and like the inner layering mesh that stayed together. But not only did they just rip, I I basically by doing that gave myself a wedgie.
When he ripped
His pants.
Yeah, basically. That's basically exactly what happened. I ripped my pants, I gave myself and gave myself a wedgie, all in the same
You
time.
thought you had nobody by your side when you went and blew it. When you went and ripped your pants. And then Big Larry came down just to put you down. And then you turned into a clown. I like SpongeBob.
Everyone likes SpongeBob.
SpongeBob's kind of dying.
Not really.
Hey, don't talk bad about SpongeBob.
He's doing better than that. He's doing better than he has in all of them.
What is it? The other day I realized I'm like the same age as SpongeBob.
You're slightly older, I think, because he I think May 2000, not 2000, May 1999 from the first episode here.
Yeah, I'm here. Look at this. I'm older than SpongeBob and Family Guy.
Yeah, and Fairy Odd Parents, but so am I. I'm for Fairy Odd Parents. Fairy Odd Parents ended, I'm sad.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, didn't it get scrapped?
They got canceled 5 times, and they brought back every time except for the last one.
Yeah.
Hey, let's bring him back again.
No, this time it's not getting brought back because the creator left Nickelodeon.
That's what they want you to think.
Hey, if Danny Friends could get canceled and not come back, so can Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, okay, but because like the creator, like he told the story because the first time it was Fairy Odd Parents and SpongeBob, they were like the 2 big shows, obviously. Because,
Yeah.
And then there was the one, and obviously SpongeBob was the more popular one, so then they got canceled. So then like were having like a wrap up party and everything, and then they got brought back. And then at the same time he had a secondary show, which was Danny Phantom. And then at the same time, I think they both got canceled, or just Fairy Odd Parents running. And then they had a wrap up party again, and like, you know what? It's not doing as good as SpongeBob, but we'll bring you back again. But despite only Fairy Odd Parents came back, Danny Phantom's not related. That got canceled for a different reason. And then he had Tough Puppy, and then again, Three Icons got canceled because it wasn't doing as good as SpongeBob. And then it got brought back again, and then he had Bunsen as a Beast. And then only Fairy Odd Parent, well, neither was getting canceled. And then he left Nickelodeon, and then both shows ended. And he said he felt sad for Bunsen as a Beast because it only had one season. And it was doing pretty good for being a new show. Man, I miss Danny Phantom.
Weren't all those shows like created by like the same person?
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, they all have the same art style and everything. And like, so I think he's probably Nickelodeon's like, I can't think of a good word. Like biggest person. That's not for lack of a better term, other than Dan Schneider. It's like he created 4 shows and all 4 hits. Especially Danny Phantom. Except that one, it sucks for Danny Phantom because it got canceled. Only 3 seasons in. So then he made a movie. They made the movie, and then he had like wrap up the entire series in that one movie.
Well, at least they wrapped it up.
Yeah, but like they had like plot lines that could have been on for like another season because his cousin, quote unquote cousin, was on the show, and like they could have added another season. Yeah, Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom.
What's your guys' favorite Nicktoon?
Favorite what?
Too?
Nicktoon, the Nickelodeon cartoon. From any era.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, Nickelodeon I think has consistently had at least 2 good shows on. And I say 2 because now they only have 2 good shows on. It was like 10 years ago, then it was like 5.
I have mine, which blows all of your guys' out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Invaders.
That's a good one.
Zim. That's a damn good one.
It's the best one. What are you talking about?
I don't know
Everyone
about,
loves Invaders Zim.
yes, because Gurg is such a character.
I think mine was Danny Phantom. I think my favorite was Danny Phantom.
I don't know about you, like I grew up on Nickelodeon. I still watch Nickelodeon every night. So like I watch like every Nickelodeon show all the way through. So part of me wants to say Rugrats because I grew up with that. And another one wants to say like Hey Arnold. But then Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's a good show.
Indeed.
But I got to look here. Arnold.
Live action remake of Avatar.
Hope it's good.
Shut your dirty mouth.
Who? Me?
Did you just say the live action Avatar was your favorite thing?
No, it's Netflix.
No, they're making a new one.
Oh, okay. No. I dropped out for a second, so I came back hearing the live action Avatar was my favorite. So I thought you meant the damn movie. Oh.
Now, what about favorite live action Nickelodeon show? Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Drake and Josh. Drake and Josh and iCarly.
Yeah.
For me,
My favorite was Josh and Drake.
I like Drew and Jerry. Yeah.
What is it? We're going back on like old cartoons and whatever else. I've recently been watching a lot of old Cartoon Network, and it's just fantastic.
Yeah, I kind of sad how new cartoons like this aren't as good.
Oh yeah, no. I had a conversation with my sister about like what Cartoon Network is now. Like, and it started over the new Thundercats show. that's going to be coming out.
I haven't seen anything about it.
My sister was kind of defending it a little bit, because she said something like, well, this show's meant for kids and whatever else, so it's going to have an art style for kids. And I told her, just like, yeah, that makes sense. I know it's for kids, but at the same time, it's not for kids because it's also meant for supposedly the people who grew up with Thundercats. It's just like it's supposed to give like the parents who grew up with Thundercats a reason to show their kids this new Thundercats kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of ruined Teen Titans in the same way.
Honestly,
Oh
if
yeah,
I'm being
definitely.
completely honest, Teen Titans Go isn't as bad as like everyone says it is. Like the art style, of course, like the old one's way better. But like if you don't take it seriously, which is actually kind of funny, but yeah, if you grew up with the original, you're probably not gonna like it nearly as much.
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of like how I feel about it. Teen Titans Go. It's like I'll watch it every now and then, but it's just like that's just because it's what was on the TV when I turned it on.
Yeah, it's not.
Kind of.
I don't hate it. It's just
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way because I recently watched the Teen Titans Go to the movies and I laughed my ass off on that.
I haven't seen it.
Neither
Like
of us.
I thought it was really funny. Like because it made fun of like the DC universe and a little bit of the Marvel universe because it had Stan Lee in it.
Well,
So they like acknowledge like almost everything comic book and comic book movie related.
I think we can all agree that the last good Cartoon Network show is Amazing World of Gumball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's still good. My parents watch it from time to time.
Yeah, I like it.
My parents,
I haven't watched it forever. I came up and I saw it. I'm like, still good.
yeah, no, my parents like they were talking to some of their friends a while ago about Gumball, and just like yeah, it's so stupid, but it's so good at the same time. It's just like they'll turn on the TV late at night, and they'll watch a recording or something, and then it ends and Gumball's on, and they'll just watch it because they have fun while watching it.
Now,
I can't believe how much they enjoy it.
we're talking about the Amazing World of Gumball, right?
Yeah, what other Gumball
Yeah.
is there?
Yeah, I figured. Did you know that there was I believe it was Chinese parody of one of the scenes in Amazing World of Gumball? And then Gumball took the Chinese parody and parodied that parody?
Oh, yeah. Bit of that one. I think I saw. I think I know what you're talking about.
It was, I can't, it's great. I love the fact that they did that.
It's also
I don't know. It's just something about Gumball and just like how real it can be while still being a cartoon and stupid. That's fantastic.
I also like there's like it's been like that since the first episode. Like it's also like never taken itself too seriously. But at the same time, like if it needs to, it will.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the thing. The difference between Gumball and the other new Cartoon Network shows is like, yeah, it could be stupid, it could be silly, whatever else, but it also has its serious moments. I think.
Well, the show,
'Cause, like,
may be stupid, but we're stupid as well.
Yes.
Yeah, basically. Whereas, like, I think other, like, Teen Titans Go, it kind of, the show, like, I feel like it kind of just mocks everything else. Like, it mocked Young Justice for being, like, too serious, kind of thing. And it's just like, why, why would you insult something that, like, everyone who grew up with enjoyed? Like, 'cause I loved Young Justice growing up. I thought it was a great show. I'm glad it's back. Fortunately, I can't watch it, but I'm glad it's back.
No,
I didn't watch it.
neither did I.
Of course you guys did it.
You're alone on by
I
yourself.
think
Here.
I've seen like 2
Yeah.
or 3 episodes when I was like real young, so I don't remember what they're about.
Uh-huh. I don't know. It was just like Teen Titans and whatever else. It's like for me. It's like it's the same art style across the board, and it's basically the same crap. It's like make fun of this, make fun of that, be as silly as possible kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's not going to teach kids anything, and I think that's the big difference between old Cartoon Network and new Cartoon Network. Is like old Cartoon Network, they had these plots that could teach a kid something.
Yeah.
Like I look back on like Tom and Jerry kind of Like it's stupid and it's funny and it's meant to be like that. But at the same time, there's an episode where Jerry died for a second and Tom, brought him back to life. He's like, he's saving the thing he hates to do the thing he loves, kind of thing.
Well, I had a funny, not exactly funny, but like I think with Sonic, with Sonic X, so everyone's like, why doesn't Eggman just kill Sonic? I thought that too. In the one episode, like it's based off Sonic Adventure 2, so I knew what was happening. But like he got sent to like a different, like out in space or something, and Eggman thought that he died. He's like, you guys just killed Sonic. Now what am I supposed to do? Because I would just like destroy the plot of the show.
Weren't we talking about how fast you can actually travel?
Oh yeah, that's what we do when we were going to see Alita Battle Angel. I think that's what it's called. We were like in the theater and like we saw the Sonic movie, cardboard cutout thing.
That just looks terrible.
The one with the legs looks really bad. It's like, who thought that would be good?
It just
Where's the
I've
camera?
That's
what I want to
know. It's a GoPro.
Oh god.
Yeah,
but yeah, everything I've seen from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie just looks terrible. It's like, what? This needs to be burned.
Oh, actually, the thing is, the models that leaked, apparently they're not the final ones, so that's good. And also...
yeah, that is...
Yeah.
They're probably saying that because the backlash they got.
No, Sega didn't say anything about that. Someone just, made them.
Yeah.
Because I highly doubt that they would not give him gloves. Because it's like a big part of his character that he has gloves. And the one eye thing I kind of understand because it'll look really weird to see something with just one eye.
I think he should be a Cyclops.
He's in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, Sonic has two eyes, but they share the same space, right?
Yeah,
there is no disconnect.
Yeah.
I absolutely enjoy the way you explain that. He has two eyes, but they share the same space.
Well, I don't know how else to say it. Like, he has eyes, but they share the same.
It's like a unibrow, a uni-eye.
Yeah, yes.
That actually works.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, actually. That's way better than my bullshit.
Anyway, did we ever find out how fast he can travel?
Yeah, we did, but because we found I forgot. Let's look it up real quick. But it was pretty fast, and then I was trying to tell you how fast comic book Sonic is, how overpowered he is. Comic book Sonic is stupidly overpowered.
Like the Flash?
Not even in terms of speed, just what he's lived through. It's stupid. You think
everyone in the comic books are stupidly overpowered.
No, Sonic. You think Superman has some cool feats? No, Sonic.
Do you guys watch the live action Flash show?
Nope.
Yes.
Okay, Zach, are you currently caught up with it?
Mostly.
What do you feel? How are your feelings towards the Flash as a series?
I think it's better than the Flash we saw in Justice League, in my opinion. I think I enjoy it more so than whatever that was in Justice League. Because in Justice League,
I don't know. Me personally,
Go ahead.
Well, me personally, I can kind of see where you're going from. The show's been around longer than whatever else, so that Barry Allen has had a time to be fleshed out and whatever else. But I don't think it's really fair to compare the two right now, because that Flash has only had one movie, and it wasn't even his movie.
Yeah, but at the same time, it didn't show him as a superhero. It just showed him as someone moving fast.
Well,
yeah,
still.
He was found because of a camera that showed him moving fast. It's not necessarily, we never saw anything really Flash-like. It's not like how Iron Man met Superman, or not Superman, Spider-Man. It wasn't like that scene. Like we didn't see Flash being Flash or have anything to do with Flash.
Yeah, I could see that, but at the same time, in Justice League, it's looking like this is like really the first time he's ever been the Flash. Like he's always just been Barry up until now. Like he's Barry who can run super fast. This is Justice League is the first time he's the Flash.
Which I find a bit annoying. It's just it's annoying in my eyes. I want someone that knows a little more,
Well,
not
if that
just.
Flash movie ever gets made, I'm sure we'll get
I think Shazam has it beat no matter what. So
that. Well, the Flash show. I right now I feel like I'm only watching it because it's something to watch. Like I really
it's
don't.
lost in just after its first few seasons.
Yeah, I feel like season two I didn't watch season one. I watched season two forward, and I really enjoyed season two. I really liked Zoom.
I can't, my interest died with Savitar.
Oh yes, Avatar. That was fucking terrible. That was so stupid. There are so many plot holes with Savitar.
Yeah.
The Thinker, I think that was a good one for the simple fact it wasn't a goddamn speedster that
Well,
Barry had to run faster than.
yeah. Well, if first off, if you want to get down to it, he had to think faster. So in the way, it's the same concept, but
Yeah, no, I know. Actually, as fast as he could in his own mind. So, but in terms of villain, I'm glad it wasn't another speedster. You know.
yeah, yeah.
Because season one, I have to run faster than this other speedster. Season two, I have to run faster than this other speedster. Season three, I have to run faster than this other speedster.
Season one wasn't really running faster than this other speedster until the last couple episodes.
Well, I didn't see season one. I've never seen season one. To be fair.
In season one, he's just training, and then the last couple episodes, he finds out that his mentor is Reverse Flash.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my other problem with with the show is it's Reverse Flash. I hate him. I'm sick of seeing his stupid face on the show.
Why?
Well, okay, okay. Um, Reverse Flash. I like him as like concept. You know, I want to be the Flash, but I can't be the Flash. So I'm gonna go back in time and create the Flash, kind of thing. I like that concept. But in the show, he's died like three times now, and he's
You know
just
how many
come.
times he's died everywhere else?
Yeah, I know. That's my problem with him. It doesn't matter how many times you kill him. It doesn't matter if you kill all his ancestors. He's still gonna come back because he ran to another Earth. He ran so fast back in time that it didn't matter. You know, he's just like,
Time travel sucks, man.
yeah, it's just a major pain in the ass because it's like no matter you could shoot him in the head, light his body on fire, and then burn the ashes again, and he's still gonna show up at some point. It's just really annoying that no matter how hard Barry tries, Reverse Flash is just gonna show back up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get the point of Reverse Flash, but even in like the comics, Reverse Flash is fucking annoying. Like there's I don't know what comic it is, but there's a point where Barry is fighting Reverse Flash, and Barry asks him, "Why are you always doing this? Why do you do this? Why do you cause all this trouble?" And Reverse Flash literally says, "It's the only time you spend any time with me." And people are just like, "Reverse Flash is that crazy ex who will burn your house down, so you call her." You know?
Yeah.
That's how I view Reverse Flash. Is just this crazy son of a bitch who won't stop because it's the only time Barry spends any time with him.
But in the same sense, that's kind of. I know they have their other motives, but that's kind of every supervillain, if we're being honest here.
Yeah, I know, but uh, still, within the show, I get it. Reverse Flash is the most like iconic Flash character, I guess, or villain, I should say. So
Yeah.
yeah, they're not gonna kill him. He's never gonna be dead. But with the show, you can play it more realistic, and season one when his ancestor shot himself, that should have been it for him.
Yes and no. He's not the only one that can travel back in time. Barry can
Well, yeah,
also F stuff up enough to the point where, oh look, he's back.
yeah, yeah. No, I get it. It's just like Reverse Flash is his own thing. He gets a free pass in my opinion, just for being the Reverse Flash. But it's getting to a point where it's just like, well, I'm betting episode 10 Reverse Flash shows up, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he died. He got trampled to death or some shit in the season finale. How long till he shows back up, kind of thing. But overall, the Flash and just like the other CW shows for the Arrowverse, it's not looking good for those shows.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Arrow's done. Arrow gets like one more season and it's done.
They should all just do like Game of Thrones is doing, where Game of Thrones was like, hey, we feel like this is a good spot, we're going to end it.
Yeah,
And not do what, no offense to anyone else, what I think The Walking Dead is doing, where it's just dragging out as many seasons as possible. I
well,
think there's I
okay,
think there's a point in the story where enough is enough. You can't
yeah,
drag out a
I get
universe
your
too
point.
much.
Here's what I'm gonna say with The Walking Dead, because here's my take on The Walking Dead. I get what you're saying, what everyone's saying with the show in the comic overall is just like there's an ending at some point. There has to be an ending. And Robert Kirkman himself says like, yeah, The Walking Dead, the comic at least, will end roughly around 300 issues. That's his deadline. Because he said he started the comic book with a beginning and an end, and it was about putting those two together. That's how he started. So he's had the ending in mind since the beginning. But at the same time, I think Kirkman created The Walking Dead because every other form of zombie genre was either everybody escapes on an island or in a helicopter, or they find the cure, and then it's back to normal.
Yeah,
And he wanted to do something. What happens after that? What happens to the cure? What happens? Do we do rebuild society? How do you do that kind of thing? And it's just like
but even so, this isn't after a cure. This isn't. The zombie thing is still 100% out there.
yeah. Well, okay. Okay. My take on The Walking Dead on the show is series finale. Here's how I personally would like the show, the world, whatever, to end. You can kill off the main cast. You can kill Daryl, Michonne, Carol, everyone. You can kill them all off, but then you have someone random other survivor come up and pick up, kind of like where they left off, and then it ends. That's how I view The Walking Dead. It's just like no matter where our characters end, there's going to be someone else surviving who goes farther than them.
Yeah, but there
I
should still be an end.
Yeah, well
It's
that is an ending. That's an ending, while
yeah,
still being like open ended.
but I'm just saying, like
Because
personally, I feel the Walking Dead TV show has drawn on too long. I liked it when it was young and new, and then as the seasons just got pumped out, I lost interest.
Jordan?
It
I can see where you're coming
yes,
from because
you
it's like
can,
seasons 7 and 8, I almost quit the show because season 7 nothing happened. It was just season 7 was being afraid of Negan. That's what was happening in season 7. Season 8, you know, me personally, I feel like season 8 was better than season 7, but not by much. Because to me, it felt like Rick was died within the lineup. Like Rick was dead, honestly, in my opinion. And I think that was the main problem. Just like Rick didn't feel like Rick. Your main character was a shell of who he used to be.
Just like the show.
But then, like, towards the end of season 8, it started to get the final few episodes. They got way better, in my opinion. The final few episodes of season 8 were way better than in the entirety of season 7 and even the rest of season 8. Season 9 is really, in my opinion, the best season ever.
I agree.
Yeah, season 9 is damn near perfect in my opinion.
Yeah, because it feels like it's like 3 seasons in one, which is what it should feel like.
Oh yeah, there's so much that happens in season 9, and the season finale recently happened, so I feel like we can talk about it. You know, spoiler warning.
Well, I feel like if you're watching The Walking Dead, you stay caught up with it at this point, so if you're still watching 9 seasons in.
Well, still, there are people who dropped out and are recently coming back in. So
I dropped out and haven't seen it. Watching an episode here or two with Adrian, but
well, still, season 9. I had no idea how I honestly went into season 9 thinking the show was dead. Because coming out of season 8, I'm thinking, you know, it got announced Andrew Lincoln was leaving the show. So I'm like, well, shit, the show's done then. I have to find something else to watch. That's how I viewed season 9 going in. But then it just like, you know, it went through its paces, and it was just really good. Rick's final episode is episode 5. And it feels like a damn season finale. It feels like a series finale, honestly.
Yeah, watching now, you're just like, no.
Oh yeah, me too. Just
I haven't seen it.
I watched that episode live. It was one of the first times I watched an episode of The Walking Dead live, and it was just like I'm watching it the whole time. I'm just like I'm tense because it's just like this is Rick Grimes' final episode. He's my favorite character.
Yeah,
I don't know. And all I wanted from the episode was him to live. That's all I wanted. I didn't care if he wasn't going to be on the rest of the season. I just wanted Rick Grimes to be fine.
I kind of wanted him to die, to be honest.
I didn't. Well,
Yeah.
from like a story point, it would have been like
Story-wise, if Rick Grimes had died story-wise, it would have been perfect.
yeah, but then it was
You know,
like as a fan, I was like, no.
Yeah, no, it was perfect because once that bridge blows up, I'm watching it, and by this time, you know, my brother and my sister, they don't really watch the show. They'll pop in every now and then, but they're seeing Rick, you know, hobbling around after the horse tosses him off. And, you know, he's going up to the bridge. My siblings, they're sitting there watching it with me, and then they watch, you know, the bridge blows up, and they're both like, "Holy shit! I can't believe that just happened."
I thought Rick died when the bridge blew up.
He did. He's actually dead. Y'all just don't know it.
We're in major denial.
Yep. He created this fantasy of where he lived and was carried off.
I'm in denial. I'm still in denial about Glenn sometimes.
Oh,
First
dude,
stage
yeah.
is accepting it, Joseph.
I won't. I'll never accept it. But yeah, it was as soon as that bridge blew up, I was hurt. It was like the first time The Walking Dead ever hurt me emotionally.
Ever
Like,
since season 7.
it was just like,
Every time I get a new character that fell in the slot of my new favorite, they die. Every time. Like you should even as Zack, like after the Pike scene, I was like getting really attached to him. I'm like, you know what, he's a good kid. And then like when he died on Skype, I was like, it was a mess.
yeah, it's just like, you know, it get revealed. Rick had lived. He survived. And I'm just thinking, like, how the hell? Okay, that's great. He lived. That's fantastic. That's what I wanted from the show. Well, what the hell happens now? I mean, you know, it's just like we have no Rick Grimes. We have no Grimes, and then it's revealed a 6-year time jump later, and then we have Judith Grimes, who like within the first 10 seconds on screen in episode 5 became my new favorite character.
Nah.
Judith is fantastic. She's badass.
She shot
Like
Negan.
she might have, yeah, she shot Negan. Like
She said
and just like her back and forth with Negan is just great. It's like you might Rick Grimes may have raised you, but you are Shane's daughter.
yeah, I really love that episode when Negan escapes. He's like, okay, you'll just let me go, you'll never see me again. And she says, if I see you again, I'll shoot you. And then when he's riding his bike, then she sees him and she shoots him. He's
Oh yeah, that was fantastic. And it's just like Negan can't believe it. It's like, damn, I knew you said you shoot, but come on. It's just like I love Judith. Judith is great. But yeah, season 9 is damn near perfect because it handles everything so well. Like I didn't think The Walking Dead would survive the exit of Rick Grimes. I didn't think that it did, and it surpasses Rick. Season 9 is proof that you don't need Rick Grimes to have The Walking Dead. What do you think for that, Adrian?
Well, as Adrian's currently dead.
what? No, I was looking at something. I think it carries on nicely. I think it was good if you had a time jump and then like you see everyone mourning for like 3 episodes. I'm glad that they did a time jump and like immediately after, like right after episode he died, there's stuff happening already again. And then I'm glad that the whispers came
Oh yeah. But yeah, me personally, like I thought like Rick Grimes' last episode would be the emotional high point of the season, and he's just like,
No, Carol
no.
crying was.
Yeah, then 10 episodes later, episode 15 proved me wrong. Like I've never been more wrong in my life.
Yeah.
I don't know, you're wrong. Quite a bit, actually.
I never said I've never been wrong before. I said I've never been more wrong.
I know. But what I'm trying to say is that you're always wrong. So at some point, I feel like you've been wrong horribly.
Talk about episode 15, Adrian, because I noticed you changed your Twitter name.
Yeah. I got like super attached to Henry and the Lydia story on it because I was like, I watched them like 4 episodes at a time instead of just one like I did for the first half, the second half of the season, and then the fourth episodes 9 through 12 are like super focused on Henry and Lydia, so I was like, oh sweet. And
Yeah,
also,
and that's because in the comics that's Carl's storyline.
yeah,
He gets with Lydia,
I knew that.
but Carl's dead, so
Yeah,
I can't do that.
and I got like, super attached to them.
Carl's not dead, he's just hiding.
And then like Lydia looks like one of my friends, so it's like it's like when you're watching a show, you see someone who looks like someone you know, you're like, okay, I like them. So I was like, oh sweet, okay, I got 2 new characters I really like. And then I was following it, and then the Pie Captain's like got sadder and sadder. He's like Enid, I was like, no. And then I saw Tara, I was like, no. And then, or I got that backwards. And then I was like, then I saw Gil turn Carol around, and then I was like, no.
Our Skype chat was just flooded with Adrian just getting mad at what happened.
Yeah, no, I was super upset at that. It was like, holy crap, I can't believe this is happening. Hell, my dad watched the episode like the next day, and he, as more and more people, recognizable people are getting revealed, my dad is starting to go like, holy crap. Like, he recognized Enid, and he recognized Tara, and then he recognized Henry, and he's just like, holy crap.
Yeah, and also, yeah, I think one of the biggest complaints I've heard about The Walking Dead is that they never kill off big characters. But like the last, like, since season 7, they've been killing off big characters, like, consistently now.
Oh yeah, they killed off a shitload of big characters.
When
killing off main characters is also a bad thing, because if you kill off too many, then you're stuck with a bunch of
you have
characters that
Daryl
no
and
one
Carol,
likes.
you're good to go.
Yeah, they're not stupid. I don't know, the writers aren't stupid. Gimple was because he killed Carl, but I think the new showrunner, Angela King, she knows what she's doing. She's listening to what fans want.
Yeah,
Like for years, we wanted snow on The Walking Dead because it just made sense, and we got snow finally. It took 9 years, but we finally got it.
and like now at this point, I think it's like officially shown that like literally no one is safe from getting killed
Oh
off.
yeah,
Like no one.
I mean,
well, yeah.
obviously, I wouldn't say no one, because Daryl's not going to get killed off.
Good.
They
I
can't.
could see him die protecting Carol.
They can't kill him off.
Yeah, sure they can.
No, they can. If they want their show to stay alive, I'm 100% positive that a large fan base of The Walking Dead, right now at least, is all about Daryl. They can't kill Daryl off.
Sure they can.
They
Well,
will
here,
get
look at
such a
this.
backlash to that.
No,
Then
here,
it's
look at
boring.
this. Okay, when it got announced, Rick Grimes, season 9 would be Rick Grimes' final season. A poll got released, talking about The Walking Dead. It's like, if they kill Rick Grimes or Rick Grimes leaves the show, will you stop watching The Walking Dead? Like 60% of people who answered that poll said they will leave The Walking Dead if Rick leaves. Rick left, and the view ratings actually went up later in the season.
Yeah, if it has good writing, people will still watch it.
Yes, but the entire point of that they're trying to get to is to keep ratings up.
Yes.
Their ratings have been decreasing with every season.
Well, that's because of seasons 7 and 8.
Those seasons were really bad.
I hate season 7 and 8. Hell, I almost quit it. Like I said, I've grown up with the show. I love the show.
Yeah.
I didn't want to quit it, but I was so frustrated with seasons 7 and 8 that I was almost done.
Yeah, and you know it took me
Yes,
forever
but
to
what
watch season 8.
happens?
Yeah.
What happens when all the characters that you started out with, that you spent your time with, what happens when they're all dead?
You get attached
You
to new
lose
ones.
interest in the show.
Yes, who's on the show from season 1?
Daryl.
Daryl?
Carol. Technically Judith.
Yeah, technically
Not from-
Judith.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
yeah, technically Judith. Because
Yeah.
Lori was definitely pregnant by season 1. But yeah, it's just like, I liked Henry, but a lot of people didn't like Henry because they felt like he was replacing Carl. And people were just like, this is Carl's storyline. He's dead, so we shouldn't have this storyline. But they needed this storyline.
Yeah, because in that way, it's not like
The thing with,
Whisper War
putting Henry on that pike, putting Henry's hand on that pike, it actually turned people around and made like, I can like Henry now, not because he's dead, but because his death makes him his own character. It doesn't mean Henry was replacing Carl.
He got Ezekiel's death. Oh, so about Sonic speed. Oh, I got that. No.
was it.
Okay, so in the games, he's much slower in the games. And that being said, he's still really fast. In his base form in the original game, like the first 3, his base form max speed is 767 miles per hour, which is no, and that's super slow compared to these other ones. And that's base speed, no chaos emeralds or anything, just base speed if he just starts running. And that's the speed of sound. So he breaks the sound barrier at that point already. By Sonic Adventure, which is like what I found to be his fastest speed, he's already at Mach 5, which is 5 times the speed, which is 3,840 miles an hour. But if you go to Comic Sonic, instead of being Mach 5, I have the wrong page open. He's like 518 times the speed of sound.
Okay.
So he's very fast.
Yeah. MatPat's been trying to do that for years.
Well, he doesn't look like Sonic. The Flash is way faster, because I looked that up too. Flash is... In the time that's... Whatever Sonic... At comic book Sonic, whatever he runs in an hour, Flash can do in like 3-4 seconds. So yeah,
I believe it.
yeah, Flash is insanely fast compared to Sonic. But that's his base form in the comics. I don't know if he goes into hyper form or super form. How fast that is. But he also like all these other feats like there was like a black hole and like he lived through that or something or shot to the moon, other crazy stuff like that. Journal comic stuff. Which is why I will always say Sonic beats Mario in a fight because Mario's Mario.
Without Mario, he will be the plumber.
Luigi.
Luigi, no.
Luigi's more popular than Mario.
I would never accept Luigi.
Luigi's the underdog.
Luigi is literally the most popular Mario character other than Yoshi.
Don't like Luigi. I won't accept it.
You don't buy Nintendo stuff anyway.
That's not true. I bought Smash.
Yeah. You have it.
Which one? Which Smash?
You know one?
Ultimate.
And it's in my house.
I bought it, but it's Adrian's.
Well, that was my next question. Have you played it?
Yeah, I
Yes.
have played it. I've played it a decent amount on myself. And then a little bit with my brother. And then mostly with Zach.
I'm pretty good at it.
I'm better.
Slightly.
That's to be expected.
Oh no, if I was like seriously trying, because you told me to go easy on you, so I did.
The first time.
No, you said go easy on you for the entire time of it. Okay. And then you just like put
Not the last time we played.
No, I
Not
want easy on you.
before. Okay, well then go hard on me next time.
Okay. And you also put restrictions on how I could kill you.
Charlie,
You
next time you
throw
guys
me
play,
off
I'm
the
gonna
edge.
see you flying over my house.
Yeah.
You put restrictions on me how I could kill him.
That's how badly Adrian's gonna beat you.
So Adrian just always knocks me off the edge within the first couple seconds and just lets me die because the characters I use have horrible recovery.
Actually, they have better recoveries. Everyone except Little Mac can get back to the health where I'm knocking you off.
Not if you knock me off the screen to the point where.
Well, yeah, that's how
Victor's
everyone
not
is.
back.
Everyone.
Charlie, you just described the game. That's how
Yeah.
you're supposed to play.
Yes, however, it's annoying when it just happens at 30% health
Yeah.
every single time.
Yeah, games usually suck when you're terrible at them.
Yeah. I have no response to that.
Cut that out. The podcast
Don't do
first.
it. Don't cut it out.
I'll leave Zach saying don't cut it out then.
Alright, so then I will do it for the first podcast. There kind of isn't really any telling when we'll be able to do this again. Hopefully soon, though.
Never.
Yeah, never
This
again.
is the only
More than
episode
likely.
ever.
Just three of us talking. Yeah, I can see that. That definitely sounds like us.
You're not allowed to wrap it up. And by the way, this is all being included in the episode.
No, it's not. I get final say.
Leave that in, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Aww. We need that as a sound bit.
Aww.
Aww. Alright, so yeah, this is the wrap up of the episode of the podcast. Or now.
Is it though?
Well, if you enjoyed listening, be sure to subscribe, like it, and if you like what we talked about, leave a comment down below. And give us
Yeah,
other-
be sure to do the hit the notification button so when we do upload within a blue moon, you'll be notified.
Yes. And if you have anything you want us to talk about, leave a comment.
Yes, it'll be topics. We'll basically talk about anything. I feel like this is more or less like a play. We'll be talking about games, shows, and things like
Fun
that.
stuff.
But yeah, this is meant to be something to be enjoyed, not like dreaded. So politics probably won't be a big thing. 'Cause those are dreadful.
Yeah, but we'll talk about religion. Want to say bye?
Yeah, we probably should.
Okay, bye. Also helps.
I didn't catch that.
Okay, no, if you clap, it helps you get in the mood. Plus, on the audio wave, it will show me like where it starts.
Oh, so clapping gives you the.
Yeah, and also like will hype you up because like if you just start out, you're like, hey, I'm Joe. But if you clap, okay, let's go. I'm Joe.
Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, clap.
Clap, clap, clap.
I got my phone in. I got my phone in one hand. So clapping.
Ooh, caribou.
Oh, okay, that's a funny story. That's over. Okay, I got something funny to talk about.
Ooh, caribou.
No, trust me. It's funny. It's funny. Okay, it's been going for a minute now.
Oh shit, we're going. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have some interesting crap to rearrange then. Put this at the end of the video of us just being idiots.